In this video we are eating the best food of southwestern Serbia in Prijepolje. We are in Prijepolje and this behind me is the Kosač Restaurant. I heard they have a good specialties, so let's check it out. The food has arrived. First of all, the restaurant looks very nice and tidy. And I expect that the food will be really good too. First, we have buckwheat pancakes with prosciutto. As a condiment, we got kisela pavlaka, a piece of prosciutto and kačkavalj cheese on top. It's very tasty. The pancake is like any other, but the buckwheat gives it a slightly different flavor. Then we have prosciutto, which is one of the better ones I've had the chance to try. On the other hand, it gives a different aroma. It's a bit salty, it's a bit dry, but that's why I'll spread some sour cream on it. The next thing we have is komplet lepinja. I already have a lot of experience with Zlatibor komplet lepinjas, but let's try this one. This one is different. We don't have prosciutto, and I'm not quite sure what's inside, but I'm going to try it. The lepinja is crunchy on the outside and very soft and juicy in the middle. So it contains drippings, eggs and kajmak. There is no prosciutto, but even without it the lepinja is tasty. It is similar to the one we ate in Nova Varoš. This is the older traditional version without prosciutto. So these are podgorički popeci. I haven't had the chance to try them before, so this is my first time. Popeci are indeed very tasty. They are juicy and soft. The crust is crunchy. It's similar to a Karađorđeva šnicla, but then again it isn't. This is veal, so that's one difference. It is stuffed with kajmak and truly delicious. It's full of aroma. The tartar sauce adds another level of flavor, a squeeze of lemon, and it's perfect. If I ever come here again, I will definitely order this dish. The next dish is chicken with apples in honey. This looks very interesting and I can't wait to try it. As always, we start with the healthiest thing, in this case, the apples. They are very soft, literally melting in the mouth, and you can feel the sweetness of this honey. And the apple has a slightly sour note, which is an excellent contrast. Let's try the chicken. The chicken is okay, classic. It is a bit drier and not that soft. It depends on the preparation method. This one is a bit drier. It has a nice taste and it's very sweet because of the honey. I'm not sure which honey it is. It seems like meadow honey, but let's not guess now. I ate all the apples, so if there was a dish with just apples, that would be perfect. Just kidding. The fries are quite okay. Crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. However, the small problem is that before this dish I ate podgorički popeci, which were very good and left the biggest impression on me. So after them, everything else can only be a level below. As far for the restaurant itself, it has been working for about 10 years. As you can see, I already said the ambience is very nice. While ordering, there was also a mistake. We ordered half a portion of podgorički popici, but by mistake we got a whole portion. However, on the bill, we were still charged for half a portion, which is very nice. The most expensive item was the chicken in honey with apples, which is understandable since honey is generally expensive. So I'm certainly satisfied and full. This behind me is Mahova Pekara, where they make the best komplet lepinja in town. This is a family business with a tradition going back over 120 years. After the Second World War, Mahmud Maho Mujagić started working here and made this bakery famous. He worked there until the end of his life in 1991. And now let's taste the lepinja to see if it's any good. Here it is. Inside we have drippings, kajmak and an egg. It's crunchy on the outside, nicely baked, warm. On the inside it's soft and juicy because of the egg and kajmak. There isn't much dripping, so it doesn't have a strong aroma. This is lamb drippings, so it's ideal for those who don't like a strong lamb or mutton flavor. If I had to compare it to another one, then it will definitely be the one at the Bifesan in Nova Varoš, which uses mutton drippings and has a significantly more pronounced aroma and a fuller flavor. I liked it more, but this one is more suited for people who don't like mutton. As I said, it has a 120-year-long tradition. It's always crowded here, there's usually a line of customers, and they probably make several hundred of these every day. This behind me is the Čaršija Restaurant, which I heard has a very good veal specialties, so let's check it out. This here is stuffed veal with prosciutto and kajmak. It looks very nice. Here we have potatoes, so let's start with them. It smells very nice. The potato is very sweet, tasty and crunchy, and the kajmak is excellent. But let's try the main thing. This is truly delicious. The combination of flavors, the veal and prosciutto, it's perfect. It's salty, very, very tasty. With kajmak, this is the perfect combination. I'm delighted with this dish. This is also topped with some cheese. I'm not sure if it's 4 types of cheese or kaškavalj. I can't really tell because all the flavors have mixed together, especially with kajmak, but it's really nice. And the taste, I think the picture says more than words. With this, I also ordered fokača. I think that's the name. It is... well, it's some kind of flat bread. There are some spices on it. But let's try the taste. You can really feel the aroma of olive oil and oregano, which is all over it. So it has an interesting flavor. It is relatively crunchy and on the other hand soft inside and salty. So it goes great with this. And after that you can just order some juice or maybe a beer. This is a chocolate souffle with ice cream in a lava dish. As far as I am aware, we should put one over the other, but first let's try them separately. This is hot. It's very similar to a brownie with melted chocolate in it. It's tasty, And now let's try the ice cream. Creamy, milky. And now, how you should actually eat this dish. Take a whole scoop of ice cream or a bit at a time and put it over here. And now these two aromas should mix together. It shouldn't be too hot nor too cold. It's tasty. I just have to be careful because the pan is really hot. I have accidentally touched it and gotten a bit burned. This is a very nice cake. I haven't had the chance to eat it before, but it's perfect. This behind me is the Minjon Pastry shop. I heard they have very nice and tasty cakes and ice creams. Let's go! To start, we have 4 small baklavas. Let's start with this one. This one is classic, with walnuts. Very classic, extremely sweet. It's full of walnuts and tasty. Next one is with pistachios. It's full of pistachios, as you can see. Very tasty. You can really taste it's full of them. It's also very sweet. I don't need to repeat that, as baklava is extremely sweet. This one is with chocolate. And the last one, this one is with chocolate and milk. It looks a bit different. Definitely this fourth one is the best because it isn't too sweet, because baklavas are very sweet, especially if you eat several at once. You can feel the milk. It isn't that crunchy, it has this soft layer and it's less sweet. In my opinion, this fourth one with milk and chocolate is the best. In search of good food, we wandered into a side street and we found it, the restaurant Padrino. Let's go try some of their specialties. The first dish we are trying in this restaurant is ćevapi, specifically 5 ćevaps with peppers and kajmak. It looks nice. And now let's taste it. The ćevaps are soft, juicy and have a nice hint of sweetness. The peppers are even sweeter than the meat and very tasty. The kajmak is a bit thin. That's probably because it has melted. Since we are eating with a fork, I'm not sure if we'll be able to eat it all. However, this is the solution. You can just dip this bread inside. The second dish I ordered is komplet lepinja with 5 ćevaps. Let's see if it's worthy of the name komplet lepinja. It's okay. What I taste the most are the eggs. Some traces of kajmak. This tastes just like egg and ćevapi in a flat bread. I'm not saying there is no drippings and kajmak, but I'm just not tasting them. The ćevaps are same as before, except that these ones are much saltier. So, just average. Nothing that special. All in all, the restaurant is in a pleasant and quiet ambience. So if you want to get away from the city crowd for a bit, it's not a bad place. However, regarding the food, I expected more, especially for these prices. This behind me is the Kanjon Restaurant and Fish Pond, which several people recommended to me during my stay in Prijepolje. The ambience is peaks all around, forest, a stream and a waterfall on the right. It's huge. Over there it says there is a zoo. I don't know, we'll check it out later. The ambience is really nice. As you saw, they have their own fish pond. I saw various things on the menu that I wanted to try but never had before. However, whatever I picked, they didn't have. So the reason was that fish is the main thing here. And also the tourists who come because the Mileševa monastery is nearby usually prefer to eat pljeskavicas and ćevaps, and that's what sells the most. This is smoked trout from their fish pond. So let's try it. It's good and boneless. It's juicy and tasty. Potato salad. Tasty. Now this should be potato with chard. And we also have risotto. I took a smoked carp cutlet from the cameraman. It looks nice. Delicious. This looks very nice and tasty. This is very tasty and the smell is even better. It's crunchy on the outside and so soft and juicy on the inside, it literally melts in your mouth. And for the end, of course, dessert. It's something specific to Prijepolje. This is sita with kajmak. As you can see, this is a type of fruit syrup. It's made from fruit, mainly apples, although it can also be pears or something else, but most often apples. The fruit is boiled until it becomes this kind of mixture. This is very thick and it's used as a spread. It can go on bread, it can be added to cakes and it can be diluted in water to be drank as juice. Now I'll try to see what it tastes like. I never had anything like this before. Extremely sweet and similar to the preserves made from other fruits, except that it's liquid and there are no cores or whole fruits. I think that this one is made from apples. I don't know why it's served with kajmak, but it's an interesting combination because kajmak is salty and this is sweet. Kajmak is much thicker, so you get something. It's like when you spread margarine on bread and then jam on top of it. It's similar in texture, but with a different taste. And now, since it's usually spread on bread, I'll take some of this bread. This is cornbread. So let's try dipping it like this. I'm full, so before we leave, let's go and explore what's over there. Here we have a small pond. And of course the waterfall we've been listening to the whole time. Here is a swing and a little train. There are some little horses, a bridge and a children's playground. Here we are ending our story about the food in this place. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and I'll see you in the next one.